Hello, welcome back to our channel. In continuation of the chapter 3 of Life in Multiverse book, this is the part 2. We'll continue with the next paragraph, which is starting for the Nikola Tesla. So, Nikola Tesla, in his book, Man's Greatest Achievement, has stated, "My brain is only a receiver in the universe. There is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the core, but I know that it exists." This is what is written into the Nikola Tesla's book. So, which clearly specifies that there is a core from which we obtain the knowledge, strength, and inspiration. Nikola Tesla's brilliant inventions came through inspirational visions which would suddenly flash in his mind, giving him the required information on his project. While working on any few inventions, due to his intuitive mind, Tesla would more than often receive a complete and clear picture, a vision in his mind about the exact shape, size, length, width, etc. of his inventions. He is said to have envisioned complete diagram of his inventions known as picture thinking. He sometimes worked from his memory, not bothering to draw them. He never married and considered his celibacy as a great asset due to which he could produce such amazing innovations. He had a superhuman mental abilities which allowed him to think and analyze in his mind complex electrical mechanisms, sorry, complex electrical machines and build them without taking any notes. This is amazing. So what he is saying that he doesn't make the notes. He was just doing and draw. He was just directly doing from his mind, and also he followed the celibacy so that, and he think that following the celibacy played a great role for his invention and focus, and even he did not have notes for creating the critical machines, electrical machines. Tesla fully believed in the existence of aliens and had openly stated that he was a regular communication with aliens. So that proves clearly that the aliens inspired him for his inventions. He used to often remark in his interviews that the scientists discuss many topics of science, but no one bothers to talk or investigate about their intuition, which is more powerful. So this tells that all the scientists are coming up with the invention because of their intuitive mind, because of their inspiration coming from some other side also. It's not just 100% their brain. Usually, scientists perform experiments, and on the basis of the result derived from the experiments, they would state their theory. Right? That's how the scientists work. However, in all these great intelligent minds, one common feature was their ability to completely visualize the invention in their mind and then only put down the theory later. Further, after having worked out the theory, they would process to conduct the necessary experiments based on theory. That sounds amazing. Bapuji explains that such extraordinary brilliant scientists do not belong to Earth but come from the higher dimensions like different galaxies, universes, etc. These souls are part of the group of scientists who originally come from the distant star systems, galaxies, or the universes that incarnate on our planet for the benefit of humankind. Such super intelligent alien civilizations are far more advanced than on Earth in terms of the knowledge and technology. So these particular paragraph proves of Nikola Tesla that there was a connection with aliens, and whatever invention he has done, it's with the inspirations coming from the alien. He got some guidelines or help from the aliens. Interestingly enough, the scientist soul who is on Earth is assisted by his group souls from the higher dimensions who inspire him on his work with visions. Right. So it's like a soul group, or we can say soul family, who help the soul who incarnate or who comes in the five element on planet Earth. After taking birth on Earth, the soul does not remember any of the origins of the different civilizations. He has to make great effort to raise the memory to the forefront of his conscious mind so that he is able to clearly receive the messages sent by the group of scientists so whom he belonged to, and also to create any beneficial innovation based on these reasons. For working on such difficult and original endeavors, scientist souls avoid social interactions and prefer to lead a solitary life so that they can be a contact they can be in contact with their alien group. So what is mentioned over here, these are the people who stays in the silos, and they don't have a lot of social interruptions because they don't want any disturbance, because they need a proper receiver. They need to be a receiver to get the messages from their alien group. We can always notice how much a scientist will all of a sudden stop any other activities, become silent and drift away in the dimensions of the knowledge through his thoughts. The group souls from the other dimension inspire the scientist's soul through subtle rays, signals, or vibrations by giving an idea for an innovation or an idea of new concept. By inspiring through the rays, they give clarity about the new invention information and the process involved in carrying out the invention. So basically, they are getting the full guidance from their alien group for their soul family, whatever you can say that. In a nutshell, one may say that the scientist soul is under the guidance of the group of souls who are situated in higher dimensions. Similarly, in other fields such as art and entertainment, we can find instances of the inspired movies, television serials, and depict life in the higher dimensions, other universes, and even have stories that show future events, etc. The producer, director, and scriptwriter are inspired in their mind by souls from the subtle world who send subtle rays that create the necessary imagination. So whatever movies we see a different with which is dictating about a different citizens or civilization and different lifestyle, everything or different takey like interstellar and all, fights between the two galaxies and all these type of movies are inspired movies. Stephen Hawking, one of the greatest scientists, cosmologist, professor, and authors, had a debilitating motor neuron disease known as AIS, that is amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, detected in his early 20s, which slowly, over a period of many years, caused his body to lose its physical normal functions as if in the paralyzed condition. In fact, doctor had said he would probably survive only for 2 to 3 years in the few years preceding his death in 2018. It was impossible for him to walk, talk, speak, swallow, and breathe, and over the period of time lost all speech functions and mobility. However, Dr. Hawkins was able to retain his memory, intelligence, and personality even in the late stages of his disease. It is with the help of the alien souls from the subtle dimensions who sent rays on him occasionally, his brain could function efficiently despite of his failing body. These alien groups souls initiated the development of highly sophisticated technology, assistive technology, which helped Stephen Hawking to deliver lectures, speak to people, and spread his specialized knowledge to the world. His brain communicated his thoughts these about theses to receptive audience with the help of his this technology. This technology was a medium through which Hawking remained active as a researcher and a scientist as well as in his personal life is com- comprehend compensated for the functional limitations due to ASL. In this way, Hawking would receive knowledge of his yet to be formulated theories from the subtle world through the thoughts in his brain. This is very interesting information about Hawking. So, we are talking about that everything is not done by the humans, it's a name of the human, it's a help by the alien group or some soul group. It's not one person or one human job, it's a group of people job in subtle world who is inspiring the human here to do the innovation. There are many scientists whose work has contributed towards the advancement of the science, but it's an irony that with all their great achievements, these scientists have failed in one sense, that is their belief in God. Most of them, like Hawking, for example, are atheist and semi atheist, or you can say semi-atheist, and their strong disbelief in God has passed on their followers and admirers due to the single statement made by them, such as the influence of these people on the average person that he or she also starts in imbibe the same wrong beliefs and the whole culture, country, and their people tends to go towards the path of the materialism, robbing man of his innate connection with the supreme creator. So that definitely, the there are a lot of followers of these um, scientists, and if whatever they say, people believe into it, especially the followers, and that's how don't they got a wrong belief system about their creator. If the scientists make any statement or remarks or a spiritual matters, there is a profound effect on the general public and the people change accordingly. Whereas the teachings of an accomplished occult master, Siddha, or a spiritual master is not taken seriously as it should be. So, as we can see the achievements of these brilliant scientists who were connected to their alien groups and through whom they received their inspiration, as well as information of the process of any their invention, was not of their own, right? We know that. It's not their own. It's not individual's job. It is a group of people, group of alien who are helping them, and that's how they invented, that's how the scientists get inspiration, invention. They were just medium, yeah, through which the subtle world souls get their work accomplished on earth on the advancement of a humanity, though it is a positive side because humanity is getting advanced. However, the negative vibration created on the earth by this atheistic scientist in several times damaging effect than all the good done by them. It is because of their non-belief in spiritual power and lack of love or devotion to God. The view expressed by these scientists carry such as huge effect at the present. The majority of people in US and Europe have become their atheists or agnostics. The present human soul has become so impressed with the advancement of science and technology that their minds are now heavily conditioned and marvel of materialism. The word of a wise saint who gives knowledge from the Vedas, Upanishads, and talks about the subtle world are not paid attention to, whereas the scientists who discover the secrets of the Vedas and Upanishads or source their knowledge and inventions from these eternal spring of spiritual knowledge become famous. Due to such materialistic scientists, the number of people who truly listen and believe to the words of wisdom of a wise sage or saint has reduced significantly. 388 years ago, around 1633, people used to believe that our Earth is the center of our universe and the Sun belongs with all the planets revolve around the Earth. It was a Galileo who discovered the fact that it is not the Sun but the Earth and the other planets that revolved around the Sun. Whatever science has managed to discover with the help of the physical equipment and tools in the last 150 to 200 years, our Indian rishis and sages, munis, had already discovered these scientist principles and theories several thousand years ago through the spiritual vision and power of the meditation on God. Our astrological system and elements are proofs of their acquired divine knowledge. Even our Shastras, the scriptures, have explained about infinite of infinite solar systems being created millions and millions of years ago. Yet people, those who believe in the atheist beliefs of these scientists. Lastly, we must always trust in the words of Paramatma and remember that the scientist can never take the place of the supreme God. That's so true. Um, I guess this ends the chapter 3. So stay tuned with me. We will be back again with the chapter 4. Thank you for watching.